All right then, folks. Ryan here coming to you with a brand new video, brand new live tonight, and we're talking about uh, changing your self-image, changing that image of yourself, the old image of yourself. It needs to, um, the old self needs to change. So you need a new image of yourself. All right. I can show you how I deal with that because I got through that. You know, but don't forget while you are here to like and subscribe. Comment down below. Um, that helps the video to get out into the YouTube universe, and then more people coming. Hey, Kel, dude, what's up, brother? Appreciate you, man. Thank you very much for stopping by. Appreciate you showing up. Right? So, changing the image of yourself, your self image. Self image psychology is something that you might want to take a look at. Back in 1960, it was a plastic surgeon. He wrote a book called Psycho Cybernetics. His name is Dr. Maxwell Maltz. He was a plastic surgeon. But he noticed, right on, man. I hope you won the game, or maybe you just went to watch the game. Um, so Dr. Maxwell Maltz, back in 1960, wrote a book. It's called Psycho Cybernetics. It's self-image psychology. Because he noticed whenever he will do these plastic surgery on these women, beautiful women and attractive, but he noticed they will come back and say they are not that beautiful. And then he noticed that there is two image of yourself, an external image and also an internal image. And he will tell those people to spend time. Um, right on. Let's that the way to go. Way to go, brother. Way to go. Right on. Huh? So, self-image psychology. Take a look at psycho-cybernetics, and even Dr. Joe Dispenza. He has some videos on self-image as well, and it showed you that you cannot really rise any higher than your self-image. Don't care what goal you set. Not until you change your image of yourself, then you will finally start to rise up and become the person who you want to. Ruthless Root, appreciate you. Yeah, awesome, man. I'm happy you got your name back. Amazing. Yeah. And I hope all is well with you, Ruthless Root. Appreciate you stopping by, saying hi. Appreciate you. Yeah. All right. So, self-image psychology. This is something that, don't forget, folks, while you are here, to like and subscribe. Yeah, she got her name back. Awesome. Appreciate it. Thank you very much, Ruthless Ruth. Yeah. Yeah, she deserves to stay with that name. Yeah, never let that name go away from you. I think that name fits you so perfectly. Right? And self-image psychology is something that we're gonna have to look into. You're gonna have to work on the image of yourself, because this is so crucial to your personal development and to you achieving your goals in life. It's because your self-image will always work against you. Will always, how you see yourself, it will always work against you. That's gonna happen, right? So take a look at Psycho-Cybernetics. Interesting book to read. I read it and I listened to it on audio as well, and it has helped me a lot to understand that if I don't change the image of myself, then I will not, rise up any higher in society. I'm gonna remain where I am if I do not understand that the image of myself needs to change. Right? So, changing the image of yourself. I think there are many, many ways you can go about this. I don't think there's any one way how to go about it. But the things that actually helped me the most when I was changing the image of myself, um, this is, this is gonna be hard for a lot of you because a lot of you are people pleasers and you like to please others, and that's good to a degree, but it can also hurt you to, it's damaging too as well. All right. So anything that's holding you back and holding you down, preventing you from moving forward, any luggages, any baggages, any of that stuff, you're gonna have to learn how to let them go, cut ties. You might end up hurting some people. These are people who you are close to, but you have to understand that it's hurting you, whatever you are doing there. You're gonna have to let it go. What's up, Sina? What's going on, man, Mr. Akbari? All right. So anything that doesn't make you feel good about yourself, make you feel like you are in this stagnant situation. Every time you're trying to move forward, they hold you back. Maybe, wrong relationship or something like that, holding you back. Can't move forward. What do you do now? Let them go. That's it. You can't just sit down in that pain, that agony, torturing, mental torturing. You gotta let them go. Business adventures, anything of the sort. You realize that this is not, even friendships and so forth. They're not serving you anymore. They're not helping you. You're not getting anywhere. You're not achieving anything out of it. Got to let them go. They gotta go. So those are some things that I have to do in the beginning when I was working on changing myself, the image of myself, right? And then the next move, maybe you can, maybe you can't, move to a new city, new state, or a new town. You need to get away from, if you can. If you can't, then you're gonna have to stay where you are and figure it out there. But if you can, you need to go somewhere. What is this guy talking about, man? All right. So move to a new city, new state, new town. Get out of where you live. I think that's a good, that's a good start in there. And like I said, let go of everything that's holding you down, holding you back, preventing you from moving forward. Any type of obstacles, baggages, luggages, drags you down, holds you down, pulls you down, pulls you back, holds you back. All right? Right? So let go of all of those. And I said, move to a new state. And also, I want you to get into fitness. You need to get fit. Because we're talking about changing the image of ourselves here. That has to be done. There are many ways how to go about this. What I'm just telling you, the methods that I have used, what has actually helped me to progress, to get to where I am right now. Still have ways to go, but where I'm at right now, I'm at peace. I'm happy. I am calm. I don't have a whole bunch of baggages and luggages and people bothering me and causing me headache and trouble. I don't have that stuff in my life. Stress and so forth, I eliminate those. Okay? So change your self-image. Get into the gym. Here is another one that I want you to do. I want you to get into running. Running has improved on my self-image tremendously. When I look at the long distance and the long miles and I realize that, oh my God, this is hard, I'm not going to be able to do this and so forth, But running will help me. Running helped me to overcome that mentally. I said, this is what I'm gonna do. Like right now, I'm running. I'm in the eights right now pace. I hit 8.09 couple times, and I need to beat that and get into the sevens. All right. So running has helped me tremendously, and I know it can help you too. Change the image of yourself, your self-image. You are more healthier, you're more happier, more fit. So get into running. Get into the gym and then get into running as well. That will help you. It will speed up your self-image change. Right? A lot. Working out plus running. And then I want you to get into the mental practices. This right here has changed my life when I merge the two together. When I start doing the changes, the fitness, plus the mental exercises, has changed my life tremendously. The self-image my self-image changes tenfold when that happens, because now I actually know how to change myself. Right? So work on yourself, change yourself, change the image of yourself, change your self-image. This, when you step out into the world, you will notice how people treat you, how they look at you. You know? Yeah, Jimmy, what's up, man? Right? So, self-image psychology is something that I would like a lot of you to actually really, really, really pay attention to. It can change your life. You don't need to work hard and grind hard and all of that stuff. That stuff is good to a degree when you are a hard worker. But hard work doesn't always bring you success. I tried that many, many times in the past. I work really hard and not much happen. And sometimes when I don't do a whole lot, I realize that I'm at peace. I'm happy. I'm calm. My life is smooth. And that's why I said, if you remove the baggages and the luggages, the impediments, the obstacles, anything that slows you down, holds you back, spiritually, mentally, physically, anything that's holding you back. Changing your thoughts, the way how you talk, that's a big one. What we say, how we say it can get us into trouble, or it can get us on the right side of other people. Right? What we say, how we say it, can make us enemies or it can make us friends. It can help us to get along with the rest of the population or the people who we are surrounded by. So that's another one. So change your thoughts. But when you start to do the mental training, do the mental exercises, mental practices, it takes care of your vocabulary, thoughts, vocabulary. It takes care of those. You work on those simultaneously. You work on those. Right? Work on your thoughts, work on your vocabulary, your subconscious mind as well. You know, your whole identity, which is the trauma wrapped up in your whole identity. Wash away a large portion of your trauma as well when you start doing the mental exercises. Right? So, get into the gym. That's something. Get fit. Get fit, get fit. Get fit, stay fit. Huge on the self-image journey. When you are changing your self-image, and when you get on a journey to change your image of yourself. Massive in there. Get into the gym, get in shape. right? And running. Running will help you tremendously. Today is day 475 days since I've been running. 475 days since I've been working out. I stick with it, I stay on the journey, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how I feel. I get up, I go out there, and I do the work. Even today, this evening, I came home from work. I did not want to go out there and go run or go work out or anything of the sort. Didn't want to do that. Didn't want to do that at all. Eventually, I got out there. I start feeling better. I start running, start feeling better. I went to the gym. I'm like, didn't want to work out. I lift some weights, grab some light weights, start lifting them up, and I start feeling better. And this is what you're gonna have to do. Even when you do not want to do it, you just have to show up. Get out there and show up. Because that is how you are going to make the change. It's by showing up. And also the self-healing journey comes into being while you are changing the image of yourself. Those anger, bitterness, resentment that we felt, it becomes part of our identity. It becomes part of who we are. And people look at you being like, that's an angry person. You know it, they know it. An angry person is an identity. That's how they identify you, as an angry person. So the old trauma, the resentment, the bitterness becomes a part of your identity. So that needs to change as well. And this is when the work comes into play. You're going to have to put in the work in order for you to create a new image of yourself. When you walk out into the world, how do you feel about yourself? Do you feel angry walking out there, or do you feel happy, in a joyful state, in a calm state, in a loving state, in a peaceful state when you step out there in the world? Or you just feel angry, mad, the life is not happening the way how you wanted it to, things are not happening the way how you want them to, and you are just a bitter, angry person. Change the image of yourself and you will see how different your life becomes. Your happiness is still there. Your joy is still there. The calmness is still there. If you remove the things that's preventing you or preventing your happiness from rise to the surface. Or I think the story of the clay Buddha or the golden Buddha that was covered underneath the clay. And that's what happens to us. I think it's a story that all of us can actually identify with. We want to be happy. We want to be at peace. We want to be calm. We want to be loving and respectful to others. But we are not doing it. And we're wondering, what is going on here? Why are we not living the way how we want to live? Things, stuff, people, circumstances. Maybe it's your job. Maybe it's your relationship. Maybe is where you live, your town, your city. You just can't stand the place anymore. Maybe the activities that you are indulging, they are activities that you have outgrown. You outgrown those people. You outgrown your relationship. You outgrown your job. You want to do more now. You want more out of life. You want more from life. You want to put in more work so that way you can help yourself and help more people. But that is not happening at all. What do you do now? Make the shift, make the change, start making the moves. I don't care how small it is. Try eliminate some things from your life. Some things these things no longer serve you. Let them go. Let them go to the wayside. Sometimes things happen to you in life and they're for good reasons. They happen for wonderful reasons. When you look back, you've been like, I'm glad that happened, because if it wasn't for that situation, I could not have be the person who I am today. You know, like some years ago, got myself into some situations, and you know, was just bad. Business, everything, the whole thing was just bad. Relationship, business, all of that just got bad. And I'm like, what do I do now? From, you know, where do I go from here? And that's exactly what, you know, I'm like, I understand. So without me failing my business, without the relationship didn't work out the way how I wanted it to, I could not have been the person who I am today. And these things happen for a good reason. I'm not hateful. I'm not bitter. None of that stuff. What happens, happens already, and I have to just learn how to accept life. You know, accept what happens to me in life, and it is what it is. And this is how I got myself from where I was to where I needed to go. I have to learn. Suck it up. It's life. Things doesn't always happen the way how you wanted it to. All right? So we're gonna have to learn to live with the things that happens to us in life. So the trauma, because you know, a couple of bad relationships can take you down into downward spiral quickly and easily. That can happen to you so fast. So now what do we do now? Make the change, make the shift. Start doing some things that you like to do. Once you get on this, you know, you get your head into a stable, calm space where you don't have a whole bunch of, you know, you are not antagonistic to the environment and the people in the environment. You are not antagonistic to almost anything at all. You are at peace. You are calm. Joy and happiness fills you up now, because you remove the things that's causing you headache. They're not good for you. The people, some people, it's not good for you. All right? Maybe the business you're in is the wrong business, or maybe you're going to the business at the wrong time. You need to heal before you get yourself into another relationship. You need to heal before you get yourself into another business adventure. You need to heal before you can start to create friendships and having lovely and wonderful friends. You just need to heal, and you get on the healing journey. And once you start to remove the things that's causing you the headache, you're gonna realize how fast your happiness comes back. It doesn't take me that long to get happy. Once I eliminate a few things, my job was a headache at one point. Not this job, but another job, and I have to let this job go. It was very difficult. It was a very difficult move, but I have to do it, and I freaking did it. As hard as that was. So that's how I made a change from where I was to where I decided to be. You are gonna have to do that too. You need to become more happier than how you are. You need to be more peaceful. You need to be more calm. You need to be more relaxed, more quiet. That's how the good stuff comes to you in life. The right people will show up. Great friends, great relationships. People want to be around you. People want to be your friend. These things just happen by chance and by luck, by accident. I don't have toxic people come into my life, because you see, I'm not toxic. When I was toxic, then toxic people comes into my life. Now I am, you know, I got away from being a toxic person. So the people who show up into my life now are lovely, kind, calm, decent human beings. All right. So get into the gym. That's a huge part of changing the identity of yourself. You gotta do it. Start running. I don't know how many miles you should run. That's gonna be up to you. How many blocks you should run. That's up to you. How many how many days of the week you should work out. That's up to you. How many days of the week you should run. That's up to you. But I know they must be done, and you also must get into the habit of training your mind. This is so important. Train your mind. I would say train your thoughts. That's what I would say. The way how you talk can cause you trouble, can create friends, can create enemies. The way how you talk, that has to get dealt with. You say, you are saying the wrong things. We don't want to be going around saying the wrong things to people, right? So train your thoughts. The things that I use to train my thoughts: personal development, prosperity affirmations, positive affirmations, quotes, and prayers. Those are the things that helps me to change my thoughts. So when I'm talking, I don't use a whole bunch of toxic language. Language of bitterness, hatred, resentment, ill wills, talk bad about others. I don't. Right? That is how I change the identity of myself and become a way better person than I was. Based off of the work, I'm so proud of I'm so proud of myself because of the healing journey, the healing work I have done on myself. The image of myself has changed. My vocabulary has changed. The trauma that I used to associate myself with is no longer there anymore. All right then, folks. Ryan here with a new video. Looking forward to see you soon in a brand new video. Don't forget, folks, like and subscribe. Comment down below. Help out your boy to get out into the YouTube universe. These videos need to get out there because more people needs to hear this information. Thank you very much for stopping by. Appreciate y'all. Looking forward to see you soon. Take care and bye for now.